This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
Let's have a little bit of this. I get the big Bob Marley joint. Look at this. Here, try this.
Carl, I really don't do this very often.
You're gonna love this. Is dynamite hack. Watch out for this.
Maybe one drag.
Say you're in a Caribbean bungalow and you're kind of high. An exotic woman on the bed.
It's a little harsh.
Now, is she just the high-priced whore you asked for? Or is she an assassin?
Here, cannonball. Right back.
Oh, here's room service. Who ordered champagne?
How should I know?
Exactly. You're baked. You can't remember.
And then one more, he's right on top of cannonball. Cannonball coming.
Point is, you come out of the John waving this around, nobody's gonna bug you for a tip.
God damn it. Come on. All right. Are we good now? Jesus, calm it down, Michael. Come on. What? All right. Can you guys hear me now? Are we good? Everybody good? Comms up. I'm down. All right. Perfect. Okay, cool. So I was talking football. Nobody gives a shit in here. A couple people. No, she was sleeping on the couch and then she got up, probably annoyed that I was talking at the computer, and then went outside, walked outside. I'll have her come up here in a minute if she comes. Unfortunately, fuck this guy. Where is it?
Shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck.
How about you navigate these nuts, motherfucker?
That was my first. Hippie is out Christmas shopping. So he may join, hopefully. But if not, great news. I'll let him fill you in on everything. But he has gained 18 pounds since he's been back from the Mexico retreat. He ate a whole bunch of stuff just because he hadn't been able to eat it in years. And then he's like, okay, that didn't really work. So now he's still got to go back to being a little bit more selective on his food, but he's fucking eating. And by the way, he's leaving the house. It's fucking great, man. I'm so goddamn happy for him. Shout out to Hippie's Health on the Rise. Joey Simpson, member por 16 meses. But you've been around longer. Shout out to Hippie's Health on the Rise. Fuck yeah, right? What's up, Misty Eye Girl? Yeah, super stoked, right? Yeah. And the truth is, the way Hippie operates, man, is nobody would know about it. And, you know, if you didn't see him and ask him, he doesn't make his shit anybody else's problems ever. So this is going to get over 18. I don't give a fuck. Let's just do it. We're water piping it up. Trump descheduled cannabis. Yeah, all good vibes to Hippie. All good vibes. He got a massive dose of good vibes. And then it rewired him. It's amazing. I kind of can't wait to go do it. I'm a little scared of it, to be perfectly honest. But you know, what it's soon. I don't know. I'll do it. I'll be doing it. But let's fucking smoke a water pipe, freeze pipe. Misty Eye Girl in the house is the one who recommended it. Woodrow, were you the one that got it? I forgot who also got one of these. Who got one of these? Anyway, thank you, Misty Eye Girl. This is a great recommendation. This thing is $100. I got it retail for $100. I don't know if you can get it cheaper somewhere else. I kind of imagine. I bought it from out of a store, but it's been great. Perfect. Oh, shit. Here comes the cough. All right. I am smoking on Florida Kush. Florida Kush. Check out this fucking beautiful bud. Oh, look at this baby. They had a sale on this Florida Kush. I love this strain. It was a bit ridiculous that one of the doctor's representative in the White House said weed is addictive. Well, let's watch it. So first we're going to watch it, and then we're going to kind of talk it. Oh, hey, wasn't Chris going to go to jail today or something like that? Did something like that happen? Wasn't that what's going on? Everybody suing everybody. Fucking gay ops to the extreme. Once again, JJ putting people on lists. You guys remember a year and a half ago? I was going to get RICO'd. Finkel, he was on with Finkel. Finkel was kissing his ass. A year and a half ago, he said he was going to get Finkel extradited for a civil RICO case. JJ's a moron. Also, if you enter into a contract, an illegal contract, which is what it was, civilly, whatever, but it's a legal contract, without the approval of the fiscal court, that's illegal in Kentucky. That contract got him a truck. He's like, it's not, the truck is in the county's name. Oh, okay, perfect. So that means you don't pay property tax on it. That means you don't pay insurance on it. You didn't pay any sales tax on it. You don't pay for the gas. You get a free truck. That's corruption. I hate to tell you this, guys. That is a corrupt accounting. Yeah, no, AP, I got you. I couldn't remember AP. To be honest, I couldn't. I knew because of the Bills logo. Mugami Chinzano. Okay. Fucking Rico. It's never Rico. Fucking doofuses. Oh my God. Yokel soap opera. Those guys. All they do is cover Chris. And then they're like, I can't believe they cover GS all day. Anyway, all right. Let's watch a little bit of this here. Oh, I bet. Well, they were all never trust a group of people who are foaming at the mouth to put another person in jail, especially when 99% of those people have never met or interacted with in real life with the person. Chris Ryder is annoying. He's a nuisance. That's it. That is it. And if you make him more than that, that's on you. And then when you interact with him, and then you're like, I can't believe that sewer rat bit me. No shit. He's a sewer rat. Anyway, let's watch this. This is good news. I'm not high. I've been saving getting stoned all day for this. Well, that night, I was in the morning with my dad all morning. He doesn't obviously smoke weed, but I saw Freeman and Todd's having a live stream tonight at 7. Okay, good for them.
It's pretty amazing. Hello.
I just don't know what more you could say about it. I mean, they literally talk about it for 3 hours on GS's, for another 2.5, 3 hours on Killas. And then, they're that are on Discord. I don't know how people have time to be on YouTube that much, but whatever, man.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you very much.
I'm just gonna stick with Schmuckatelli. That fucking name.
Well, it's a big day in many reasons, really for many reasons, and I have a very distinguished group of people behind me, mostly medical people and brilliant people, and they really know what they're doing.
Look. Most of you probably disagree with me politically in here. I get it. This is my guy. I got it. Man, he does some Trump shit, though, doesn't he? Video is really low. I don't think he was talking about... Here, I'll turn it up.
And I just want to thank them. They truly gave their lives in terms of the time and all of the incredible work they've done over the years and arriving at the position they have now. Most respected people in the country.
By the way, Chris Ryder, in a way, started the fucking suing people in small claims court. Didn't he try and sue I thought he was suing GS. Wasn't he? All gay ops. If you try and sue GS in small claims court and then you get sued by Amber, which is all of it's dumb. It's all doofus on doofus shit, man. It's all it's somewhat interesting as a fucking human drama. It is. It's a little interesting as a human drama. But mostly not because of the events that are happening. I mean, what fascinates me is the people involved in it and then how they all switch sides. And then a year ago, somebody saying, this dude needs to be dead. He needs to be off the internet. Now they're fucking best buddies. A year and a half ago, a group was saying they were going to RICO the fuck out of everybody. And now they're all chumming it up on the thing. There's no integrity. There's no anything. That's what fascinates me is they're all just clamoring for attention. If somebody talked to me about one in real life, talked to me about, like, they were constantly bitching about one person, I would be like, shut the fuck up or go away. It would be annoying.
Today, I'm pleased to announce that I will be signing an executive order to reschedule marijuana from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3 controlled substance with legitimate medical uses. We have people begging for me to do this, people that are in great pain. For decades, this action has been requested by American patients suffering from extreme pain, incurable diseases, aggressive cancers, seizure disorders, neurological problems, and more, including numerous veterans with service-related injuries and older Americans who live with chronic medical problems that severely degrade their quality of life. And it's so really, I mean, I can't tell you, I think I probably have received more phone calls on this, on doing what we're doing. I don't think I received any calls on the other side of it, but hopefully this reclassification, which by the way polls at 82%, will help many of those patients live a.
Also, by the way, Amber testified under oath, Sharmuta testified under oath that the only thing JJ pays for is the electric bill. She didn't say food for the kid. She didn't say clothes for the kid. Obviously he does. Obviously he does. They're a $300,000 a year just in salary household. $300K, just shy, right? Like 280 or something like that. They're very close to 300 a year K. With one kid, she owns the house. By the way, they don't have to pay property tax on those vehicles. They don't have to pay insurance on those vehicles. There's a whole bunch of shit that corruption isn't like you just get handed a bag of $1,000. Does that happen? Sure. I guess it did. No, most of the shit you see is people skimming and then people working the system, cheating the system like he's doing. I mean, whatever. Again, I don't care. So what? I don't vote in Meade County. I don't live in Meade County. I don't even visit Meade County. I did once. That was it. Fuck that place. So I don't care what happens to him. But you can't just say that. But whatever. It was crazy. I watched Boquist's thing with JJ on with those guys, and holy cow. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Not the audacity for a lying, corrupt yokel jailer to be lying. In 1 minute, he's like, I forgive everybody. At the same minute, he's literally trying to sue everybody who said anything. No, I was fascinated. I was just fascinated in everybody's response to him and treating him like he's some kind of something. And then not just that, but okay, if you don't want to push back too much, but a little pushback, come on. He was saying some fucked up, funny shit, man. It was hilarious to me. Hell yeah, let's watch this.
Far better life. We're joined today by Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who's doing a fantastic job, Administrator of Centers for Medicare, Dr. Jay Bhattacharya, and the Director of the National.
Is that VFW in there? That is. So the VFW is about to sell hemp drinks, everybody. The VFW signed a contract. They signed there's another vet that's doing THC drinks. He's already in a market. We're not yet. But it's still good for us. It's a very, very good sign for us. But the VA is letting hemp drinks in. Hey, Jesus, what's going on? In a bit.
National Institute on Drug Abuse, Dr. Nora Valkow, as well as Dr. Ilana Braun from the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, Duke University's Dr. David Casseret.
I love the fuck out of cookies.
The American Legion, Dan Wiley, and my friend Howard Kessler. Howard, how are you feeling? I'm telling you, he looks better than he did 20 years ago. But I don't want to go through what you went through to get there. But it looks like you're doing great. I'm proud of you. I want to emphasize that the order I am about to sign is not the legalization, or it doesn't legalize marijuana in any way, shape, or form, and in no way sanctions its use as a recreational drug. It has nothing to do with it. Just as the prescription painkillers may have legitimate uses, but can also do irreversible damage and never, if you look at some of the damage that can be caused, wreck lives, and if it's abused, it's never safe to use powerful controlled substances in recreational manners. And especially in this case, if you take a look, illegal and unregulated drugs, very, very bad thing. So I've always told my children, don't take drugs, no drinking, no smoking, and just stay away from drugs. I have been.
Now, lying and cheating, feel free to do that, kids. That's cool. Cheat on your spouses. Have at it. But no pot. I mean, come on. Also, I agree with the regulation. The Republican in me, the libertarian in me does not like, I don't want government and involved in, I don't like regulation. I don't think that's normally good. But in this case, it does give structure. And the truth is it gives structure to, like, we want it regulated. We're fine. We're making drinks. We're making low dose drinks that you can buy at Total Wine. Just like you could buy the Mighty kind, right? Just low dose drinks. So we're fine with the regulation, our company. So I think it's good. You get some bad actors out. Listen, they were putting hemp drinks, which are THC drinks, in next to, like 100 milligrams next to a 10 milligram, next to a 20 whatever, 5 milligram. And you could buy gummies. You got to get all that shit. Get the gummies, the vapes, get all that shit out of the gas station. Put a cap on the dosage. Put a cap on the dosage, and then let it fucking go. Yeah. Also, weed is regulated. Marijuana is very regulated. I'm sure there's a black market for it now, but I don't know that you need to. It's pretty fucking cheap now, even from the dispensaries.
They would look at me and they
But-
said, Dad, would you stop saying that? I would say it every time I looked at it practically. Young Americans are especially at risk. So unless a drug is recommended by a doctor for medical reasons, just don't do it. At the same time, the facts compel the federal government to recognize that marijuana can be legitimate in terms of medical applications when carefully administered in some cases. This may include the use as a substitute for addictive and potentially lethal opioid painkillers. They cause tremendous problems. This can do it.
I mean, the truth is, pills, taking too much ibuprofen can be problematic for you. All of it. It just lessens. For me, I can tell you, my life is better, directly proportionate to how little or many pills the VA gives me. The less they give me, the better my life. I got to white knuckle some shit a little bit sometimes, but overall, way the fuck better. And yeah, would I like something free from the VA that they gave me for some of this shit? Sure. But for not that much money, I can go down literally half a mile is a very nice dispensary. And then within a 2-mile radius, there's probably 10. And that's there's less than 10, but there's 5 in a 2-3 mile radius max. Like, it's so super easy. And it does a lot better for me than any of the fucking pills. Oh, well, I can't imagine. I know. Even if it's like your buddy.
In a much lesser way can make people
or waiting for that guy, the re-up on that shit. Yeah. It's so crazy. I mean, I've been very fortunate that most of my weed smoking has happened while it's legal. It was legal in DC when I retired of government. It was legal then in Virginia, and it's legal in Missouri. So I haven't had to deal. The only time I go black market, I used to get bulk from a friend of mine. And by bulk, I mean like an ounce. I would get it because I could get it cheaper through him. But he was losing business because everybody's going to the dispensary. So the dispensaries became cheaper.
Feel much better that are living through tremendous pain and problems. 40 states and multiple U.S. territories have already recognized the use of medical marijuana. This reclassification order will make it far easier to conduct marijuana-related medical research, allowing us to study benefits, potential dangers, and future treatments. It's going to have a tremendously positive impact, I believe. We're also asking Congress to reconsider its classification of hemp-derived CBD to ensure seniors can access CBD.
This is, by the way, I do. Not for this, though. Not for this. And it's not really my connect, but it's for something else. I'm being cagey, and it's making it sound more than it is. But let's just say we're going to stay away from Venezuelan money for a little bit.
CBD products, they have found beneficial for pain and other reasons. Some people are literally dying, and they're dying with tremendous pain, and this can, in many cases, literally stop it. And they have their senses about them.
Yes. This is the thing that I think gets confused for like non-cannabis people is alcohol is a painkiller 100% because it deadens your nerves. Look at this motherfucker. Look who we got here.
So, honey, I'm home. Had that meeting with the gangster.
What's going on, man? Well, you look goddamn great. This is the first time the people have seen you.
Yeah, I feel better. Still not fucking perfect. Let's get that straight. But
well, right.
Good.
But it sounds like it's given you mental space to be able to better address other physical shit.
What it gave back to me was life, to be quite honest. The ability to live life and enjoy it. You know what I mean? Even though I'm still sick, the chronicness is gone of the chronic pain, the chronic nausea, the chronic gut shit is gone. I'm still bleeding like a fucking
I
I
don't know like a fucking bloody ass balls. What's up, Lake Life? Well, man, I was just I was telling the people it's just good that you're just even out and about.
Yeah.
Still can't toss a good salad. This fucker. You really do look better though. I mean, no joke. You're still pale, but you got a little color about you. You don't look like it's a skull with hair. It's great. I can shit on you some more for how you used to look if you want.
I'm sure I'll be back there at some point. I mean, just give it time. But
take advice from
like I said,
fucking losers. Fuck that.
Sorry.
Fuck that. I gained 18 pounds since I've been home. So, I mean, that's huge already. Not 18 pounds all in my gut, 18 pounds spread out. I'm able to exercise again to some extent, not like the old days or nothing, but,
obviously. But hauling some wood isn't going to set you down for 2 days.
No, because that's now just a chore. That's not my exercise. Exercise is exercise.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
This fucking guy. All right. So, obviously,
you're just going to clog it
up. All right. Well, here, let's watch this. Your favorite guy.
As opposed to painkillers, which don't allow them to die with dignity.
I just want to hear what he says. We're not going to listen to the whole thing, but
there's not enough weed on the planet to get me to listen to the fucking Muppet in Chief and enjoy it.
I mean, he is my guy, but there are some Trump-isms that I think are hilarious. Best part is you can't hear him. Okay, cool. Guess what? We're going to go to this guy. This guy is a legal lawyer. A legal lawyer. This guy is a legal show. He's a weed lawyer who does a weed show. There you go. A legal lawyer. And he breaks down. He's going to break down kind of really what this is. So just, I guess, for us here. So Schedule 3, I was actually kind of surprised on Schedule 3 that ketamine, I would figure that was, but I guess they got medical use for it, right? So
Big Pharma can make ketamine, dude.
Yeah.
That's why it's there. Let's look at it with the dollar signs, bro, and then you'll understand it.
Yeah. Because, basically Big Pharma is saying, hey, we can make dronabinol, Marinol, a synthetic form of THC used to treat nausea and vomiting. I mean, a lot of this shit, honestly, you're right, man. It's all just Big Pharma. I say the anecdote all the time, but it was completely true. My doctor was like, well, the stuff that marijuana does for you, we have medicine that can do that. And I'm like, exactly. No.
This marijuana is medicine. The Ibogaine I took is medicine. DMT, the way we took those medicines is medicine. They're not drugs. I don't use marijuana like the common man who just uses it to get fucked up and get happy and slappy. That's never been the case for me. I use it as medicine. And when you use these natural medicines, because that's what the fuck they are, Big Pharma.
Yeah.
You just can't you can't control it. That's the problem. You can't control it. You can't control the money around it. And you can't control the fact that this shit works and it will fucking help people instead of just fucking pegging them along forever on your goddamn 200 milligrams of what the fuck ever you're going to put in me today.
Of literally what the fuck ever. And it's like, they can say like, oh, well, these things are in it. It's like, I still don't know what those are. I know what the fuck this is. You know,
Yeah.
I know what this is. I know exactly what it is. I know what it does to me. And I know that does it not help my lungs? Obviously. And when I smoke concentrate, it hurts my lungs. So there is a drawback, but I'm not putting my fucking liver or whatever in overdrive because I'm taking all these fucking meds and like, you know, you're looking at your fucking bathroom sink and there's 10 fucking bottles of shit the fucking VA's giving you. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Which is why, listen, one of the reasons I'm saying that regulation is good for us is because once shit's regulated and in place, then that, unfortunately, what that means is also that alcohol and pharma will probably swoop in and start making these drinks, start buying up drinks and then make their own. But right now, the big reason they're not doing it is because it's not regulated. I don't know if pharma will, but alcohol will definitely get in the game. All right. Okay. Let's go to this guy.
You know, God bless them, but they do have a lot of ads. And they have the summary right here. He's going to direct the Attorney General to expedite to Schedule 3, direct top White House staff to work with Congress. And so he most recently did that in the with the AI bill that was quite successful with the working together in Congress.
Okay, so direct the Attorney General to expedite the completion of the process of rescheduling marijuana. 2, 3, direct White House staff to work with Congress to give patients access to full spectrum CBD products while still restricting the sale and access to products that cause serious and potential urge Congress to examine updating hemp. Okay, this is what we need. They need an updated definition of hemp. A weed, Sommelier.
I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for the Attorney General to fucking put up the Epstein files, but I don't know. I don't have much faith in anything that has the Attorney General in it.
Oh, that's a whole other thing. I mean, yeah, that's a whole other thing. But for sure. Exactly. The thing is, they'll move on this to fucking get everybody to stop thinking about the fucking Epstein shit. They're doing all kinds of shit to get people's mind off of it. That's why I kind of think it will work. That this will work, is they're like, okay, it's something other than the Epstein files, and this is bipartisan. And
Congress to examine updating the.
I just don't get how people trust power so much. It's unbelievable. I just don't understand, like, just in the auditor, anti-auditor world, how the anti-auditors, it's like, hey, yeah, you can say these auditors are dipshits, but holy Jesus, their willingness to suck up to power and just accept power and trust power is bonkers. Listen, I did it for a while. I did it. I got to admit, once I got to national level intel, I didn't push back on power, but I don't know. Once I unplugged from the fucking matrix, and saw it for what it was. I was like, oh my God.
See, that's the problem, because I pushed back. I never changed. I've always been that same asshole, and authority can just suck it. Even when I am authority, there's always a higher authority, right? So I become that antagonist. But even with that fucking antagonistic fuck you nature of mine, I got out, and years later I'm looking back and I was like, man, and I still kind of fucking like said fuck it and caved, you know, like I've gotten here, I'm good. I don't need to stir the pot so much. You know what I mean? I could have been a whole lot more of an asshole than I was, and I probably should have been. In the right ways, not just be a bastard, you know, but I was always fighting for the dudes.
Yeah.
And that's you know, the government likes to talk a good game, like people first. Man, fuck you. Ain't nothing about the people first in the government. I think you've all seen that in the last 11 months. But
yeah, I would say for me, it was a little, because I pushed against convention in my job, and kind I mean, this they're not watching, but sort of like my marriage. I was like, if I'll let a lot of shit go, if you facilitate me doing this job that I love, I will let a lot of shit go. I'll look the other way on some shit. And then like government, the ex-wife, all of a sudden I was like, every time I wasn't at work, I was controlled. And I was like, and back to work. Hey, I'm trying out for SF later.
Back to work.
Back to work. So I feel that way with the government. I looked the other way on what we could collect upon, because it allowed me to do, and in my head, I was doing the right job for the right reasons. And so, that's what I mean for me for power. I wish I kind of would have pushed back on that part of it a bit, but I utilize those tools, and that's kind of what that power does to you. Is they're like, hey, we're going to give you this if you just look the other way on this shit, as we just basically crush your rights, or we whatever, withhold information, or we don't hold other people of power to account.
I was all about holding the higher people to account. The problem was I was holding the right people to account, is that they had all the power. So I was in this unwinnable struggle, but fuck that shit. That was part of what the stress that crushed me was I'm not going to be that. I'm not going to be the yes man. I'm not going to do it just because you said so. Show me in writing, because it's not in any of the policies. I teach this stuff. I teach your policies and procedures multiple times a year, motherfucker. I know it's in there, and that's not there. So show me the money, or fucking we're not doing it your way. Put it in writing. That's all you got to do. And I became that guy. And I hate that. I fucking hate that more than anything, because that's not who I am. It's in writing. We're going to do it another fucking way. Watch this. That's the old me. But now I had to use that as my fucking ammo. It sucked.
The only time I asked for something in writing, it was when we were in Iraq. The S2 that came out, we were going out on a hit with somebody, an infantry platoon probably, or something. I forgot who it was. But like, he's like, hey, you guys are authorized to use stress positions. I was like, that has to be in paper, signed by the old man. I'm not doing that shit. Not without authorization. He got it. And then we did it once, and the infantry captain who was there was like, hey, I'm not comfortable with this dude. I'm like, me the fuck either. This is not what the fuck we're doing. This is not what. And then our terp had come from the OGA guys and all that, so he was like licking his chops to fucking put some motherfuckers in some fucking pain. And I was like, Mac, calm down. And then we never did it again. I was like, I don't care if it's authorized or fucking not. I'm not doing that shit. Fuck all that. That's not what that's. And if we got caught doing that shit, really, as a psyop guy,
for what?
Yeah. Again, for what? Like you're harassing some locals. Like I don't know.
You want to put them in a stress position? Put them in your vest. Put your fucking helmet on them, and make them sit in the backseat of a fucking Humvee for a half an hour.
Or more than that, just have them go to your fucking 8 a.m. for no reason 8 a.m. meeting where you have to fucking, where they force you to wear all your kit all across this little stupid fob. Like,
kind of gay place were you at, bro?
Fob Falcon, goddammit.
Yeah. What are you talking about wearing all your gayness? That's ridiculous.
I guess we probably just had to wear weapons. I felt like there was times when we had to wear shit all the time. I think, do we have to wear?
We got rocketed and mortared a lot. And I'm sure there were those days. I know we got yelled at for not having on our fucking shit. I'm like, it doesn't look, I'm in the middle of a field, Sergeant Major. My fucking helmet's not going to matter if the fucking mortar lands here, bro.
So, gay is coming to us. Gay is you boys fucking. All right. Let's get back to this.
Ew, God, that's nasty, bro.
It's going to get hotter,
cracker.
In the end, I done some PCP.
All right. Let's...
Definition of hemp, because the current definition of hemp with that 0.4, that just ain't going to cut it. Because 0.4, that might, cut out all the full spectrum. And then, so he's going to also mention hemp. And then finally, we have one more aspect of it. Direct the United States Department of Health and Human Services to develop research methods and models to utilize real-world evidence and improve access to hemp-derived CBD products. Now, let's go back to the live news. It will be getting going here soon. Has anybody, it's like we can do a little bit of Q&A. Hopefully you are a subscriber. If not, please consider it. But who here is long the MSOS? Because
who is Greg Biffle? I mean, RIP to Greg. I have no idea who Greg Biffle is.
I mean, RIP to Greg.
Yeah. I mean, better you than me.
Right now it's only down 10%, but it's up like 100%. And we also had a couple of starred ones. Will this EO get odds above 50% for states 2.0 and Safe Banking Act in 2026? Perhaps. One of the aspects.
So this is kind of bigger news. The Safe Banking Act. It wouldn't affect us because we're in the hemp side of things, but this cannabis. Part of how cannabis gets regulated is within the banking system and taxes. And so like dispensaries can't write off marketing as a deduction or whatever, as a business expense. Like they're not allowed to do certain shit like that. And here you can't use credit cards. You have to use cash or debit card. Like you can't use.
Same here, I'm pretty sure still.
Ooh. Oh, that might be fun. I'll check it out. Thanks, Adam. I was talking with Top about.
Yeah, thanks, Adam.
I went down a Jeremy DeWitt fucking rabbit hole this week. Just the other day,
it kept popping up.
Yeah, something going on. I guess
I don't know. I didn't watch that shit, but he kept popping up everywhere. I'm like, God damn it, this motherfucker.
Dude, this weed is fantastic. I was like, it kept popping up in yours too.
Yeah, man. Well, every time I look at your background, it's like I'm looking at some Star Wars fucking show. It's weird, and this looks like a trash can. I know but it just looks like a trash can. I'm just waiting for somebody to come put their fucking soda can in there.
Oh, that might be fun. Yeah, I don't like the drama aspect.
That could be
getting involved, but to check him out. Yeah, I will check him out. But Jeremy DeWitt was a fucking bonkers beast. He was Ernie on steroids. Not on meth, on steroids. Do you know any of the DeWitt stuff?
I know too much of it, but I've tried to flush all that stuff, man.
Hey, Bree. Oh, I'm not saying I know. Well, that's what I found. I hit on one video and I have no idea why a DeWitt video, like a year old, probably Fraudy International. I think whatever. An older DeWitt video got recommended, and that started me down the fucking rabbit hole. And next thing you know, I'm like listening to the dude's jail calls as I'm like doing dishes and shit. Like,
Jesus Christ, dude.
Well, it's fascinating because he's a crazy liar, and you're just like a lot of these guys we run into, like even Ernie. You're just like, oh, holy shit! I can't believe these people exist. Like more than one or two.
I can do dishes listening to you. I cannot do it listening to some other Muppet like that. I can't. You're the only Muppet I can listen to.
You're the only retard on YouTube that I fucking
fuck you.
Fuck.
What are you gonna do?
Right on you.
Well, that's what I do. I do history deletes. You know, I don't know how often, but I try and do them somewhat regularly because it otherwise you start getting the same shit over and over and over. You're like, God damn, give me some fucking new shit.
Let's
yeah.
go back to my main account for that.
You're what?
I just go to my main account for that. Dirty Hippie is all this trash.
Yeah. The truth is I do too. It's the same thing. I don't watch any of the, I try not to do any crossover at all. Yeah, Jeremy DeWitt is very infamous. Went on Dr. Phil, Blue Bacon, and I who have a history.
No.
You don't say. Blue Bacon even went on another YouTuber, 2 YouTubers. Oh, it was great. Jeremy, I keep calling him Jeremy. DeWitt is just I don't know. He's weirdly fascinating.
To you.
Right. No,
to a lot of people though. To a lot of people though, really.
Yeah, and it is. And that's which I'm glad, because then there's more videos. I'm like, oh man. And then honestly,
and you're not the only one.
Yeah. I'm like, oof, thank God.
Next that they're going to be doing is,
because I mean, especially when we were looking for doofuses, when I was looking for doofuses, man, I was getting I was in some weird corners of YouTube, man.
I imagine.
You're like, oh shit. The fuck out of here.
Is calling out to Congress, urging them, what did the leak say? Direct White House staffers to work with Congress to give patients access to full spectrum CBD products. So the full spectrum CBD products, that 0.4 milligram, that's not going to fly.
I can't take him seriously because of his hair.
Thing he might be getting.
You can't take him seriously because of what?
His hair. Is it like freshly dyed? It's all exactly the same color. I don't know, man. It's just there's something wrong with it. I don't trust a dude with fucked up hair. You can't trust.
Uh-oh.
Well, that mop is. That mop says, "Oh, this motherfucker here. Yeah, let's go have a drink."
Yeah. Yeah, this dude is kind of a weird dude. I can't watch full shows of him. And he's informative, and he seems to have it's a non-abrasive personality, but for some odd reason, man, I can only take a little bit of him, and then I'm like, oh, okay, too slow, too whatever. But he was the only one who had anything up. So, and he is a lawyer.
Over his skis on that. One of the things that Trump can do, and with an executive order, they can move agencies, but they cannot move statutes.
So that's a big one. So EO of any kind, an executive order. This is like when Ernie talks about there was an executive order on some. First of all, he obviously doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. But executive orders can only compel the federal government to do something and to act a certain way. It can't change statutes. It can't change laws, and it can't force states or state governments to act in the same way. They can do it in other ways, withholding of funds, that kind of shit. They want you in line for sure, but they don't have to be. So executive orders. Now, I was watching something where a couple of legal people, there are going to be some hurdles for all of this that they got to get through. DEA is going to get their swipe at it. And there's opposition to this, and it's an executive order. But I believe that
I could see DEA wanting out of the weed fucking business anyway. That would only free them up.
You know, that would be the cop end of it, I imagine. In fact, all the DEA, there's not a single, I didn't know a fuck ton of those dudes, but I knew a few, especially from the embassy. Nobody cared about weed. They didn't give a fuck about weed. Even this is in the 90s. They didn't give a fuck about the weed.
Yeah.
They were, especially down, and that was Venezuela, so they were really on the coke. But apparently, DEA is the biggest institutional pushback. DEA and I think HHS, Health and Human Services. I think there were other ones. There was one other big one that is strongly pushing back on this. So it's going to get tested. They think it'll go to court. But there's stuff coming out that says, hey, there's precedence for this thing staying, that the EO is legal, that he can do this. So I don't know.
Maybe you'll actually have to learn how to investigate their fucking dipshits and learn how to fucking find the real drugs. Weed's easy. Weed is easy to find. You can find it anywhere at any time. Period. It's if you can't find weed as a cop, you're not much of a cop. So DEA, grow up.
It's really weird, but it's also there. I can't imagine any of the street dudes. I'm sure who wants to bust anybody for pot? You know, like these days, I don't know. There's so much worse shit going on. I mean, especially since Trump also just labeled fentanyl a weapon of mass destruction.
I'll give you, if you're still on the border and you're stopping the fucking cartel weed from coming across the border, that's where you need to be for weed. You don't want to be sitting here, you know, worried about fucking Jacob and Matthew who fucking got to grow up on the fucking hill here, you know, and are fucking going to sell that weed down the road somewhere. How about you worry about that shit like you guys say you're supposed to be? But I mean, I digress. I don't know. I see logic in these kinds of things. Get that weed. Target that weed. Sure.
Yeah. Well, that's the stuff that's going to have, that's where the regulation to me is good, because then this hemp shit, it was allowing actors like, you know, I don't know, that Wild Bill guy who came in and recommended he watches. I'm glad he came in. I didn't mind the recommendation. I took, you know, the website, went to the website and ordered some weed, some pre-rolls off of it. And all I was thinking is you could, this is where bad actors fit in. This is why regulation needs to happen, because you're going to have people unknowingly, because you can buy it off the internet, buying shit that they don't know where it fucking really came from. They don't know who grew it, what's in it necessarily. You know, it could be sprayed. New York was having a big thing where they were spraying weed with terpenes, and it was like spraying fucking chemicals on shit. Yeah, bad news. Anyway, Toker, what from the Australian coming in movie coming in from the Australian contingent.
Oi, look at me. Look at me. You know what this is? Two bloody legends staring at each other. Fucking oath, mate.
Fucking oath, mate.
Fucking oath, mate.
I think against it in Australia, unless you're big time. I mean, I get it. You know, if you want to, I don't know. I just know somebody who's been doing it.
I'm talking tons. You better be fucking having tons of weed. Nobody gave a shit when I was a cop. Not the feds. Nobody in St. Louis gave a shit about weed. You know, if you got caught with it, you're usually getting it just pour it in the gutter and crush it with your foot. That broke that was worse than you could do to them.
Yeah.
You know, you'd get those cops that weren't any good at being cops. They'd arrest somebody for a misdemeanor weed case, and the judge throw it out every fucking time. Every time.
That's happened to Danny. He got caught with like a joint. It was like leaving like half a joint or something. I think it got same thing. I think it got dismissed, but he was like, I couldn't believe I got a fucking ticket and arrested for the shit. And that was again, that was the 90s. It was the fucking 90s too. Goddamn.
And so today is about speed, pressure, signaling this Schedule 3.
This is
it's not about speed, the drug. It's talking about like rapidity, how fast speed.
Yeah. Somebody, I missed the comment. I didn't want to wait, look at this chat, then look at the chat on the screen. Josh is showing. What the fuck? Is something happening weird?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
You know what else has happened since Mexico? I can actually get a connection to the weed and the ibogaine. So the ibogaine is it stays actually in your system for up to 90 days. And I tell you, it's wild the difference in smoking today than a month ago. And it's also no need for chronic pain smoking. Like right now, I don't have any pain. I'm just smoking because I'm hanging out with you. That's never happened before. That's the first. This is a fucking Stone Vet first.
Bitty beep beep bitty beep beep. Breaking news, motherfuckers. Oh, god damn it.
Never go with a hippie to a second location.
Fuck no.
Never.
I bet so. Cute. It sounds like
unless you're really cute.
The rewiring, like the nice trip, is the
thick thighs.
The I'm trying to run a show here. Damn it.
So sorry.
Oh, all right, Stella baby. All right, here. You want to say hello just real quick? Here, just real quick. Here.
Oh shit.
Big
bitch. You both got the same chins. Holy fuck, you are twins. Jesus fucking Christ, you fat bastards.
There she is. Recon Potato America. She's okay. You're not happy.
Stella!
Okay. You aren't happy with this.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's not really what I wanted. I know.
Who's who, right?
Stella's the one with the hat on. She was barking at Barbara for the first time in a while the other day. I was like, weather's nice. What was I going to say? Oh, so it sounds like the psychedelic experience psychedelic part of it is kind of the breaking it down. And then the residual effect is kind of the neurons are reconnecting, because I know you got to do like follow-up sessions and right. You're doing like therapy type stuff, right?
There's that, but most of it you're doing on your own. And I mean, there's like weekly calls that the vets have that you can go to if you want. They got like weekly yoga sessions. They got couples counseling. They got everything you can imagine for counseling. It's you know, and it's available to you. All you got to do is pop in, register, whatever. But I haven't used that much. But when we left Mexico, the host and all the folks that ran that place, they sent us all kinds of stuff to do and to go through, and it's a changing of your lifestyle. So, you know, I was already a hippie, obviously, but I've gone like fucking full bore into the hippie, especially the medicine world. And so everything here at the house now, I mean, I'm burning all the same incense. I'm looking and I've got people lined up to do the same treatments that we're doing there. Just in this simple stuff like yoga, massages, Reiki, meditation, acupuncture, all these different things that we did there, and continuing that cycle, because that's what got it. It wasn't just doing the medicines. It was the total build up to it. And there was a lot of work, but there was also like the prep work was also the Reiki and the yoga and the massage, you know, getting your mind and your body totally relaxed and ready for the journey. So, and I was already wrecked. I mean, you know how sick I was. I was 157 pounds down there. I was fucking whacked, and I didn't eat almost the entire time I was there. I fasted so I could get the most out of the medicine. So I was just like, but there's so much prep to it that that's what made those medicines effective in the ways that they were. And without, like I said, without that prep, it wouldn't have got there. So seeing how effective that was proved to me that all those pieces that we did, because we balked at a bunch of it, because it is some hippie fucking shit, man. Fuck, it's some hippie shit. But once we got through all that stuff, we realized, and we could see distinctly that It was built that way for a reason. And with us, had we not gone through those pieces to get to the end, the result wouldn't have been the same. It was wild because it was some fucking shit where you're like, man, you want me to do what? I don't know about all
I
that.
didn't mean to be distracted. I was listening, but this was a fucking good burn. I know.
Yeah.
I could use, I mean, I don't want to say I could use some of what hippies got, but
so it frees, again, the part that you struggle with, and we all did. That's all of us were just like you when we got there. Trust me. It was I mean, my ego, it's completely dead, gone. Yeah. And that release, and then that was like the icing on the cake. The rest of it, man, was so liberating.
Yeah.
That I mean, I can't even describe it. It's such a 180-degree turn from where I was when I got there. Because I mean, when I got there, I was like, oh, fuck all. Jen and I were fighting over the text messages, and got to a point where she goes, well, I sure hope we didn't waste the fucking money. And I was like, oh, fuck you. It's all about, that's where I was right the night that San Diego, the night before I got into Mexico. And I was like, man. So the difference is incredible. I still have no use for humans. Don't get me wrong, because humans are never going to change, but the weight that was on my soul is just gone. All that stuff is gone.
It's
the
ego.
Stuff you think you needed gone is gone. It's crazy.
It's fucking ego, and it's hard to let go of ego. It just is, and not the humble versus arrogance. It's ego. It's you got to be willing to. It's taken me a long time to just even get to this point with it. I don't want to have therapy.
Yeah.
People are like, okay, we're done with you guys having therapy on here. But it at least for that.
No,
that
angle. No, they're not. No, they're not.
I just meant that angle for but like, yeah, how much it has done for you and what it has done for you in such a short time. And I just like you're saying, I am. It has to be a change in lifestyle, but I feel like it's a great inflection point to tear everything down to the studs and then build back up. And
you have to be, and that's the other part. It's absolute commitment, because you've got to be willing to commit to give up caffeine, alcohol, any drugs minus THC. THC is the safe one. And
caffeine would be
other hallucinogens and tobacco. So it's a look. It's I know caffeine's. I was there with a bunch of fucking retired fucking SF dudes. You think they that's all they talked about was caffeine. It's like, that's what we fucking live on. It's, well, you can have decaf. We don't just drink it for the taste, lady.
Well, I gotta say, I quit caffeine. They put me on the very first SSRI. They put me on way back when, Wellbutrin, and I ended up while on that, because it was a tobacco. It started as a tobacco cessation drug, and then I guess they found out there was like positive effects or whatever. So it's like, but I quit coffee and tobacco completely for 10 years. Still no tobacco. I mean, a cigar every fucking now and again, but that's not like smoking dip is what I would do. But I got back on caffeine, and I drink a big cold brew. It's probably too much caffeine in the day.
I've never been a caffeine guy. Never mattered to me. So, and then when I got sick, I couldn't drink caffeine anyway. So that didn't matter. I don't smoke anymore. Tobacco. So that was not a problem for me. Alcohol hasn't been a problem so none of those things were a problem for me.
Yeah.
I just, when they said you can smoke all the way up to the day you get here, I was like, fucking hey, that means THC is good. Yeah, just take your time with it when you get home, because it can cause anxiety. It's like weed has never caused anxiety in me. That's not a thing. So I can see, because the ibogaine and the DMT still floating in your system will fucking enhance anything. And we could do breath work. They taught us, and this is the crazy part. They taught us to do breath work with this crazy music and kind of the same things we were doing down there, and you can get into almost another trip without taking any more and you're just sitting here doing breath work, meditation, and
all of that stuff throughout. There's that line. There's something with the meditation and the breath work that connects you in ways and just connects to your brain. And it does a lot. Just breath. I say, I mean, I'm probably full of shit, but part of what I like with smoking and what relaxes me with smoking a joint is, one, I stuff it, myself, fucking roll it.
I bet you do.
And then I fuck my joints.
Stuff in your sausages.
You don't know what we're getting.
I was going straight with your Guinea heritage.
Oh.
God bless it, man.
Stop it. Like
sorry, I went racial, not sexual.
Oh, there you go. This is a racist podcast, not sex. We're not sexist here. Somebody was gonna. Oh, but the breath work. Sorry, and then smoking it. Because you're inhaling deep and breathing out. It's got to be rhythmic. It's really for that whole thing to be effective. It's got to be rhythmic. And then the meditation. I took a class on mindfulness and one semester for PE in college. And I actually also, it changed my dad's life. Mindfulness, meditation shit changed my dad's life. I mean, it turned him. Now look, he had a lot of shit going. He had a lot of stuff going, and he was making a private practice happen in the
ibogaine is big for Parkinson's too, by the way.
Yeah, he wanted to try with some. He wanted to try the THC drink, and then he was like, I don't think. But also, he is not doing great. But every week, I drive him to his saxophone lessons. I drive him he goes and he does an hour of saxophone. It's really, and then I take him to Total Wine, and then he gets 6 bottles of wine, and then a 12-pack of beer, 12-pack of Sam Adams, and then and that lasts him. He has a 1 beer at lunch every day, and then 2 glasses of wine, and so anyway, but yeah, I kind of forgot we were on a fucking live stream. I was just sort of talking to you. But anyway, yeah, so it's great, man. But like today I took him to one of his doctor's appointments, and but anyway, it's all good. Okay, let's get back to this or whatever. But man, anyway, I'm just glad you were. It came up on the it came up organically, which is cool. I did want to hear about it and have tell people about it. I mean, like I've said on before, it's my ego that's kind of holding me back. There's some things I want to make sure are squared away before. Otherwise, just because like if you've done mushrooms when something is like bugging you, and you're like, shit. And then it's like there, and you're like, oh god damn it, I can't. This is the loudest thing happening right now. Is this thing that's bugging me about life, whatever. And so I don't know.
It was all about our intentions and what we are trying to rid ourselves of. That's what we wrote on our paper and ceremoniously threw in the fire before. Yeah, I mean, it was gay, dude.
I was about to say it would be everything in my head to not just. I mean, you got to give into the process.
You have to. You got to submit. Yeah. And that's the big thing is you don't submit, you're not going to get it. You'll get high. but you're not going to
have a
get
story.
the treatment that you were looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
Submitting
I don't know.
the hardest part.
That's the ego part of it for me is I don't know that I'm ready to submit to the process just quite yet. Like,
you really, once you get there, so once you apply, dude, you're already there. And then once you get to Mexico, trust me, you've committed, because they're not going to let you bullshit. I'll tell you, we'll talk you and I about this this one of these days, because it was a ride, brother. And there it was like a fucking freight train going downhill with no brakes. There's nothing you could do to stop it once you got to Mexico. I mean, you were in it.
You were in. Yeah. Yeah.
They'll bully you. Dead serious.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear. I believe it. I believe it. That's just good. So if anybody doesn't know, guinea heretic, I have some guinea heretic going right now. So, oh, God damn it! Now I forget what I was going to say.
So, in case any of you didn't know,
yeah,
that's all I know you're going to say.
We're a stoner podcast.
Legalization, but it's not instant legalization.
But it just for what Hippie was on is a retreat. I don't know what you would call it for. This one's just for special operations, former soft dudes.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'm sure there's others. This one apparently is just for soft guys. And
this one I went on was sponsored. The group I went who sponsored my group only did special operations forces veterans. The company who they contract with does anybody.
That's right. I was not. I feel like I'm an idiot for not thinking of that.
No, because I have to think about it too, because it's not the vets.
That's how they get grants. That's how they get the grants and all of that stuff. Is not because they're running it. It's because they're running a program that allows vets to utilize these medicines and to do it, but you can't get federal research money for it. But if they're doing a holistic approach, and then they're like, oh, part of this is also going to Mexico, and while we're there, what's going on? It is good. Oh, goddamn, we're at an hour and some change. Probably don't even need to watch too much more of this guy. It's good. It's not legalization of weed, but what it does is,
what are we talking about?
I forgot the rescheduling. I forgot that we started this whole thing on the rescheduling. So it's good. It's still limited, but my feeling is the way Trump negotiates is the hemp ban and then the rescheduling. And then like he gets basically they were saying, hey, we're allowing for the hardcore conservatives on it, we're allowing the hemp ban. You okay? So crazy to me that dogs will eat stuff that is like she just ate the arm off of this little squeaky thing. Like she knows she's gonna barf it up or shit it out here. Like it's, it's like, what are you doing? It's cloth. But it opens it up for. So my feeling is the total hemp ban was given to the Mitch McConnells of the Republican Party. Like, hey, and then we will slowly. First, we'll start with rescheduling it down to level 3, which allows research. Which, by the way, I am pro cannabis, but also there has not been a lot of long-term research. There's a shit ton of anecdotal research, but there's not a whole lot. Now this will put some stuff to it, and so maybe it was good to kind of hold off on a second, like say, wait a second before we just put this shit on shelves. Like, maybe it's not the worst thing, but I just feel like all of these are just negotiation steps. It's easier to pull the whole thing back, and then okay, as we address it, then one little step forward, another step, that kind of thing. They do think that this later, man, later. Where is it?
Now get your ugly white ass out of here.
Get your ugly white
road.
They do think it will be contested in court, but there does seem to be legal precedence for. They think for it, and ironically, the legal precedent that seems to be set for the president being able to schedule this on his own is that the president appointed that committee or whatever it was to start the scheduling period. So they're saying, hey, if one president can say arbitrarily or whatever, or, not through, it became law, but started with saying, we're going to schedule these drugs. So the legal idea is, well, if the president has the power to make it, he can take it back too. So anyway, that seems to be the court case, the court stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Coming back to this.
I'm glad I'm on the downhill slope of life. That's all I know. Fuck.
Jesus. Yeah, listen, I agree. I think it's fucking ridiculous. I just think it's fucking ridiculous. Yes, weed has a strong lobby and big liquor, and the $30 billion hemp industry opened a lot of people's fucking eyes. So, and that means money, and everything's money. And at the end of the day, if it makes people a fuck ton of money, they're probably going to do it. And if it's illegal, they'll make
makes the right people a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, there it is. If it makes the right people a fuck ton of money. Yeah. All right, man. That's all I had on this. I just I don't think we need to listen to anything more this dude says.
The policy wrongs of Schedule 1 cannabis and how many federal prisoners there are. Right now, I believe there are less than.
Last thing, because this brings up, hey, John, what's going on? This brings up something somebody put. All the people that are in fucking prison for weed, none of this legislation has anything to deal with anything with that. And it makes people money to have prisoners. It is the shitty part about this. You could be spending time in prison. This shit could be turned legal. I mean, it's essentially legal now. It's kind of not legal in banking and research. That's kind of the two main things. And so people are just sitting in fucking prison for this shit, for a fucking plant that's not even a cocoa plant. It's just a fucking, even a cocoa plant isn't really that fucking that bad.
Well, I'll say there's got to, it can't be like a blanket. I'm not talking about, dudes that got pot for pounds, even, are having hundreds or even thousands. I'm talking, when you got guys that are moving tons of marijuana, that's not just the plant. That's not just those cases you get. So that's one of those things. I'm all for, booting people that shouldn't be there. Look, you're in life. You're in for life in, say, California, because you got pot for marijuana 3 times, a felony amount, and they give you life in prison. That's ridiculous. But trafficking is still another issue in my police brain. It still works that way. I don't see those two as the same thing.
Right. And it is, when you are running a criminal enterprise, that happens to be your product is a plant instead of,
but Joe Blow, who was growing fucking 26,000 plants in his back fucking yard, his own backyard and got pot for it when it was legal, who's now sitting up there rotten. Now that it's legal here, they should not be in prison.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I mean. That's
I wonder. No, I got you. I'm with you. I'm actually really with you. And I'm glad you made the point. Because there is a difference. Because when you're doing certain things within that enterprise, it's not somebody growing, like you're saying. I mean, I'm just repeating what we were saying. But I fully believe it. These are different acts. What the fuck was like? Damn it! Now I did lose my train of thought on it. But I wonder if this won't, if it becomes like federally legal or in Schedule 3 leads the way to this or whatever, and somebody is in, I bet you there'll be a flood of petitions to like get shit dismissed and all that kind of stuff. Get it in front of courts. I bet you. I mean, that's not. I get it. People seems to be unfairly imprisoned, but unfairly or over prisoned.
Smell.
Lola, what's going on? Listening to you both of you stay well and Chad, have a great holiday. Hellos to Lindo and Hazel. All right. Well, shit. Yeah, that's it then. Hell yeah, man. I'm glad you could join.
Yeah, man. It's good to be back.
Word. I have no idea what our schedule will be. So
my son gets here on Saturday. That's all I know. That's my schedule.
Yeah. Probably not. God, because it is already the 18th. I don't know. We may see it. We'll probably see it after the Christmas, most likely. Hazel's going nuts. Well, Stella's asleep on the couch. Oh, now
Juno is whining at my feet.
Yeah. So, all right, perfect. Dogs abound. All right, guys. Since this was a good pot day, it wasn't a perfect pot day. This is going to get over 18. So here we go.
I mean, it's all we talked about the whole show was weed, so I don't know how it couldn't already be.
I don't know. Well, thanks
So
for
weird.
joining. Later, fucko.
I want you to take the Frankenstein shit, the deer shit, the green monster, the bling, and the bling bling. And I want you to roll it all into one joint.
Which kills. I'm good.
Racist.
No one's ever been brave enough to try that.
One man is. Roll it.
Not feeling super confident about this plan.
Racist.
I'll smoke it with you, bro. We'll go to the loony bin together. I don't give a fuck.